Tourism has been laid low by the coronavirus pandemic, with predictions that the mortality rate of businesses in the sector will be greater than the disease itself. The devastating impact is being felt everywhere, with travel slowing to a trickle as countries close their borders to stem the spread of the disease.
We've seen a dramatic drop in demand that really the industry hasn't seen since 9/11.
The next few months will be ugly for the travel industry in terms of both demand and their financial performance.
The travel and tourism sector has been one of the fastest growing globally, a fact that may not be widely known as it does not dominate business and financial talk shows. According to the World Travel and Tourism Council, the industry has outpaced the growth of the world economy for 8 successive years. In 2019, travel and tourism was responsible for 1 in 4 of all new jobs globally. But those are now in serious jeopardy. As the Secretary General of the United Nations World Tourism Organization says, international cooperation and solidarity will be required to deal with the fallout from coronavirus.
These are the values that lie at the heart of tourism, and this is why tourism will once again be there to help people and communities recover from this setback. If you travel, travel safely and responsibly. Do everything you can to protect yourself and the others. The solution is in our hands.
The World Travel and Tourism Council says 75 million jobs are potentially at risk, 2/3 of them in the Asia-Pacific region. The UN estimates that international tourist arrivals will be down by 20% to 30% in 2020. That could result in a loss of income of up to $450 billion, close to 1/3 of the $1.5 trillion the industry generated last year. The pain will be felt in such core areas as accommodation, recreation and entertainment, food and beverage services, transportation and travel services. One Kenyan hotel manager offers a stark picture.
We were at 88%. Right now we are at 7%. And it doesn't look as if it is growing. And 7% because of the cancellations we had this week.
Travel and tourism stocks have seen some of the biggest falls since the outbreak of the coronavirus began. An industry SOS has already been issued. The democratization of travel, driven in part by low-cost carriers and increasingly affordable cruises, means that crisscrossing the globe has long ceased to be just a rich man's thing. The US and China are the world's largest travel and tourism economies, together accounting for 35.2% of the industry's global output, followed by Japan, Germany and the UK. But those countries are not as dependent on tourism as many emerging nations, for whom the sector is their economic lifeblood and a prolonged shutdown could be ruinous. Nowhere is this more demonstrated than in the Maldives, where tourism accounts for nearly 40% of GDP. Also among the 25 nations most reliant on the industry are the Seychelles, the Bahamas, Thailand, the Philippines, Barbados, Cambodia and Croatia. Many travel jobs and businesses, small, medium and large, will not survive the pandemic without government intervention. In a statement on March 26, the World Travel and Tourism Council appealed to the leaders of the G20 group of nations to provide resources to prevent a catastrophic collapse in the sector. The situation may look grim, but travel and tourism has proved itself to be resilient, having recovered from previous setbacks like SARS, 9/11 and natural disasters.
Tourism will be ready to bounce back. We have proven our strength in the face of past difficulties and will do so again.
Domestic tourism may be the first to recover in countries where this subsector is large enough, and it's doubtful international travellers will be able to resist the heavy discounts that will surely be on offer when this crisis is over. However, that may be many, many months down the road.